Welcome to the World Tour.
All right, we are back, and we are back with the last batch of games here in Marseille. We are going to have to decide who's going to come out of pool play and move on to day 2, and who's going to, you know, not pack their bags and go home, but who's going to stick around and probably watch the other teams play, which is never fun. Trust me, I've been there. So, first up, we got Team Fribourg out of Swiss. They lost their first game against an unchained Oob, 21-12. And they are looking to get at least one W to tie up Pool A action. Both Team Jeddah and Team Oob got one win, so this is their last shot from Team Fribourg at moving on. They're going to have to do that with Arnaud Couture, number 5, number 2, Thomas Jurkovic, number 3, Nathan Jurkovic, and number 4, Jonathan Dubas. Again, they ran into an Oob buzzsaw earlier, but this is a very talented team. And again, they can make it difficult on anybody. They do have to win and keep Jeddah to a very low score, though. So they do have some points to make up for. They cannot catch Team Oob anymore. They should be able to catch Jeddah if they keep it to a very, very low score and have a high score themselves. Anyway, we'll get into the calculations of that later. We have to get into Team Jeddah, though. They beat Team Oob in their first game of the day, which is something not a lot of people expected. 21-14 for this new-look Team Jeddah. Number 6, Kevin Kor. Number 4, Dominique Gentil. Number 2, Ovidius Baranauskas. And number 1, Malik Halujawecki. And again, people, Malik needs a nickname. Or somebody needs to give me his nickname. So let me know. Hit me up on Instagram at BAZZ50. Also hit up our official account at FIBA 3x3. Check out today's action. I'm sure there's going to be some replays on there. Seen some crazy shots so far.
You want red one, you want white one. Let's see.
All right, who's going to win the flip and start off?
Okay, good luck, guys.
Jeddah will start off with possession. Again, Jeddah in their first game managed 21 points. So for Fribourg to tie things up, they're going to have to make up 9 points in the scoring category. Say they score 21 points, they're going to have to keep Team Jeddah to a low, like a 9-point lower score. And that way, or 10 points, I mean, that way they might be able to move on. That is a tough task, because again, this Team Jeddah, they beat the unbeaten Team Oob earlier today. Look at Nathan Jurkovic, 2 meters, 2 centimeters, with about 2 meters and 2 centimeters of arm on each side. That man's got a wingspan like a condor. And he uses that to yam on some people. We have also seen him use it to hit a 2-point shot earlier today, which is something I did not expect. I haven't seen him hit too many of those. All right, this is going to determine who's going to get out of Pool A. Again, Team Oob's already done playing. They are 1-1, have scored 35 total points. So they are uncatchable for Team Fribourg, who are at 12. And again, if you score the most points you could score in a game, I'll say 22. There's some instances where you could have a different score than that, but say 22, then you know, you're not going to get there. You're not going to get 35. All right, Halujawecki, no. Rebound, Couture. Dubas wants to get it to Couture inside. Kick out, Thomas Jurkovic. Also no. Malik Halujawecki, as the shortest guy on the court, comes up with a rebound, and he is a great rebounder, ladies and gentlemen. This man can do a lot of things. Also fade away, but you can't make that shot. It's a little off. All right, Kor in the post. Physicality there from Thomas Jurkovic. That'll be Fribourg's first foul. Varanauskas to Aludziewicz. Aludziewicz. Core was open. He couldn't catch him. He finds Varanauskas though. Varanauskas fading away. Tough shot. Doesn't get it to go down. Couture with the rebound. Dubas. 2. No. This will be Jeddah ball. The Saudi team boasting 2 French players, so they are familiar with the soil here in Marseille. Probably also with the water here, since the Côte d'Azur is one of the prettiest parts of France, at least that I have seen. I've been to many places in France, thinking about it. I've been on vacation in France a couple times, but I won't get into that with you guys. I like this country. The food's nice. The people are often nice. And the views are stunning. I'll tell you that. All right, back to this though. Jurkovic gets one to go over Aludziewicz. They're attacking his size. Gentil on the other end, 2. He says, thank you pour deux. Then Jurkovic with the, skillful finish. I like that. Aludziewicz back at it. 2-2 here early. Backdoor cut, Gentil. Dubas for 2. Not a lot of defense in this one. A lot of offense, though, I'll tell you that. 4-3. We're 2 minutes in. High-scoring game. Varanauskas step back 2. Cannot get it to go. And Jurkovic will grab the rebound. And Dubas will gain a foul. Varanauskas fouls him on the floor. Sits down. Brings Kevin Core back onto the pitch. Jurkovic, shot from the outside, doesn't go. Rebound, Gentil. Flips it to Core, who gets fouled. Shovel passing that thing to Malik Aludziewicz. Patience here from Gentil. Great pass for Core, who smashes him like 2 potatoes. He caught that body like Ash Ketchum. My goodness. All right. I don't think Core still had that in him. Aludziewicz, 2. Doesn't go down. Look at this. Kevin Core smashing all over on Couture. My goodness. That would be a top 5 play for sure. Or, I don't know, maybe. We'll see. We still have a lot of games left to go in this one. Today and tomorrow. Core going at Thomas Jurkovic. Varanauskas finds Core again. Flip shot goes in. Jeddah here with the easy scores to bring the game to a 5-5 tie. Oh, he just got a little fancy on that. Throws it up. Couture with the dunk. Got a little revenge on that one. I like that. The revenge dunk. You get dunked on, you dunked yourself. That might make it not as bad. Although in the highlight, they won't show this one though. Look at this. Easy catch by Couture.
C'est maintenant, faites le vite, 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 c'est le pavillon du Palais des Sports de Marseille. You have to scan the QR code to be with us in the fan experience of FIBA Marseille maintenant. Scan the QR code et
all right, so first TV timeout. Both teams are really trying to get this W, but let me remind you, the team Fribourg needs to win and outscore this team Jeddah by 9 or 10 points to actually move on. So they got some defending to do. All right. Nothing Jurkovic. Looking for Dubas. No. Thomas Jurkovic. Shot from the outside. Dubas with the board. Trying to move Varanauskas. Gets that one to go. 7-5. And then a quick foul on Jurkovic. Not on Jurkovic, that is. Varanauskas deep 2-0, gets his own board. Athletic layup there. Really hard jump by Varanauskas. Brings Jeddah within 1 point. Dubas gets pushed there by Cole. So that'll be Jeddah's third foul. Foul on the floor, though. That's smart. Again, that's using your fouls as a resource. Jurkovic gets smacked by Malika Ludziecki. He's giving up some inches and also some wingspan, so might as well use a foul then. Again, these teams have played each other once already. Jeddah has played against Team Fribourg in the Pristina 2022 Challenger. Taking an L there. It's a different looking Jeddah team, though. Thought that was going to go in. Great pass by Jurkovic. Not a great finish by Dubas, though. Varanauskas hits it up and over. Or no, Couture. Couture with the smash. All right. Couture out there banging. I see that. That dunk earlier by Core might have woken him up a little bit. Varanauskas, no on that make. Skip pass, Dubas. That's an easy layup for Jurkovic. Varanauskas, though, 2 points. You have to guard that man. You can't just rest on your laurels after you made a layup. Dubas, spin move. Foul on the floor. And again, Fribourg attacking Ludziecki with that size. Ludziecki slightly challenged vertically. Stands at a 1 meters and 86 centimeters, so I'd say that's about 6'3", 6'4"-ish. I don't know. I'm not good with the feet. Couture, no. Gets it back. Again, no. Rebound for the shortest person on the court. Gets it out to Core. 2-point shot. That goes down. Kevin Core putting his team up top. 11-10, Jeddah. 4:36 to go, and it's looking like Fribourg might run out of steam here. They might still win this, but again, they need to score a ton more points, and they keep Jeddah down to a ton more points. John Field, again, a former member of the French national team, has won some medals now. FIBA 3x3 World Cup 2017, he won a bronze medal. The FIBA 3x3 Europe Cup in 2019, he came away with a silver medal. The French team has moved in a different direction, has gone the path of youth, so he's no longer featured on that. But again, a longtime staple of that French national team. More medals on this team. I think Kevin Core won a medal in the 2012 World Championships, as well as Varanauskas winning a bronze medal in the 2014 European Championship. So, you know, those players have been around for a while. As we head into our second TV time out here with a close game. A tightly contested game, but look at this again. Monster mash by Kevin Core. Couture got caught sleeping on that one. Got caught on her knee. Then Couture, look at this. He got himself back into it. off the little alley-oop pass. And then later on, he caught that basketball, or he can go again. So we take another look at that alley-oop. Later on, he got himself a nice little dunk as well. Good action here. I like how Dubas is not just a screener in this set. They're using him more as a ball handler. And I think he's got the smarts to play that with his passing ability. I like it. Jurkovic, no. Rebound, Dubas, yes. Game tied, 11. Varanauskas faked him out. 4, can't get it to go. Gentile has to almost shoot. Shot clock is at 2. Varanauskas, though, with the trickery. Back to Core, no. Couture with the steal. So a lot of going on here in this phase of this game. Great pass by Core, but again, Gentile can't finish. Both these teams are having trouble putting their round thing in the round thing. They can't score all that much. It's 11-12, so a low-scoring game. It was looking like it was going to be a high-scoring game early on, but again, not a lot of action lately. It is a tight contest, though, I'll tell you that. Look again at the pick-and-roll action here with Jurkovic. Varanauskas gets caught in the screen. Malika Ludziecki is stuck in the middle. And then Varanauskas here with the off-step scoop layup, scooping it up like it's some Sunday ice cream. Thomas Jurkovic, 2-point shot, no. Dubas saves it, though. Nathan Jurkovic this time, and he gets one to drop. So 13-12, Fribourg up again, 1 point. But, you know, they want to score a little bit more, and they want to give up a little bit less if they want to move on. Say they keep the score this way, so 12 points for Jeddah. Now, if they end up scoring 22 points, they are done. They are going to be in tomorrow for sure. That means you're going to have to score all the points and then keep the other team from scoring all the points. That's a tough task. So Jeddah, they're sitting comfortable right now. Although they probably want to get that first in the pool. They're not there yet. So they have 12 points. Team Oob's at 35. Team Jeddah in total right now is at 33. So they want to score at least 2 more because that means they have the tiebreaker. And we'll be coming out of this pool with a first place, which is going to secure you maybe a better matchup in the quarterfinals. Who knows? Again, Pool A, number 1. We'll play Pool C, number 2. And we're talking Pool C action with Antwerp, Dusseldorf, and Team Haarlem from the Netherlands. Antwerp are already top dog in that pool. Haarlem and Dusseldorf are going to fight it out over who's going to stay on play tomorrow or who's going to go watch some games. Gentile to the hoop, fouled. 1 free throw coming up for Dominique. Actually, 2 free throws coming up. That was the 7th foul. Fribourg in the bonus. And virtually, Fribourg might be out of this one. With 14 points to Jeddah. It'll be very tough to get to 23 points in this game. So, Dubas, crossover, 2, no. Rebound, Gentile. So right now, the way things are, Jeddah's going to go through as the first team out of this pool, even if they lose. Couture attacking Malik. Malik has to foul. That's 2 free throws. This is the stage of the game where you just kind of want to leave that. Give him a 1-point shot. Get those arms out of the way and make sure you don't mess with that shot. But I'm sure these players have done their calculations, and I'm sure they know that they are home safe. Couture misses the second free throw, gets his own board though. Dubas attacking off the dribble. Backwards pass by Dubas, I like it. Thomas Jurkovic rewards him with a 2. That's a crazy pass by Jurkovic, behind the head. I don't see it in the shot right now, but I want to take a look at that pass. We might see that in the replays. Who knows? Core underneath. Yes. 16-15. Lob pass. Well, we'll count that. It was almost a top 5 play. Went in though. Couture got that one to go down with 3 extra runs around the rim, but like the LU play. Look at this. Dubas with the pass and Couture with the, well, not with the smash, but with something that looks like it. That's 3 extra bounces. Somebody think of a name for that. All right, Varanauskas. Jeddah only 1 point deficit now. Gentil, the gentle Frenchman, out here playing for his new squad. Big role. Dubas spins, and Dubas doesn't win. Another top. Oh my! Couture's out here rocking the rim. That dunk really woke him up. That's his 3rd dunk of the day, and then he had that half dunk, I guess, maybe the 4th, depending on who you ask. I like that. Varanauskas, though, drops one off. We're under a minute in this game. Fribourg still leading, 18-17. Another lob pass for Couture. He gets the end one to go. Look out now, the Couture is trying to show everybody that this team Fribourg belongs. He won't be moving on, but he's really showing out. Arnaud Couture with the N1, 19-17 Fribourg. Chance for Couture to end it here from the stripe before the time limit. 20-17, could be 21-17. And we'll get a look at the way Pool A shakes out after that. But Couture ends it. Fribourg get a W, 21-17 for the Swiss, who came alive after Arnaud Couture got his face spiked on by Kevin Core. They started showing out with some nice passes from Jonathan Dubas, especially the behind-the-head pass to Thomas Jurkovic outside. 21-17 for the Swiss. I don't think it will be enough to get out of Pool A. I think Jeddah's still going to move on as the first team in that pool, but what a game by Team Fribourg. Unfortunately, they ran into the Warsaw earlier, which is going to make their tournament end after these 2 games. Prideful win, though. And I like what they showed here. Won't be the last we see of Team Fribourg. Let's look back at the action, though. It was Jeddah's ball to start with. Thomas Jurkovic early with the bumps, but you have to stick with that man, the gentle Frenchman, Dominique Gentil. He got loose for 2. Don't want to give him that. That's baguette. Money. Bread. Kevin Core, look at that. Turning back the clock, just spiking all over Couture. Banging his face in on that one. That woke Couture up a little bit, though. Look at this. Came back with the alley-oop dunk. Great pass from Dubas again. I like him in his role as a facilitator. Another one of those passes from Dubas. Ovidius Varanauskas, though, with the trickery underneath. Off the wrong leg, scoop shot. Said, give me that ice cream. And then this, Couture, well, I'm going to go ahead and say that might be a top 5 play. Almost went in clean. Nice little spike there by Couture. Dubas underneath, but Couture actually punched that one as well. And in the end, Fribourg comes away with the 21-17 W, but I don't know if it will be enough to get out of Pool A. We're done with Pool A, though. You know what we're going to do? Oh, here's the standings. Look, Ub, Hushan, moving on.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the 2 teams from the
All right, we'll get back to you with the standings for Pool A, but we're going to Pool B action right now. Also, 2 teams are going to have to fight over who's going to move on. Team Warsaw Lotto and Team Marseille. Warsaw Lotto coming out first with Michael Samsonovic, Mateusz Bierwagen, Adrian the Giant, Adrian Bogucki, shaking everybody's hands out here, saying B5 Bo Fum. I can shoot some 2s now. Hit a 2-point shot earlier. It was kind of nice. And then Zebo rounding out the Polish foursome. Warsaw Lotto again losing their first game of the day to Team Vienna, 21-17. So they're going to have to beat this Team Marseille. And that's the hometown squad, everybody. That is the hometown squad, and they are nice. I'll tell you that. These teams kind of know each other, actually, because Team Marseille has been active as a youth team here in France on the Nations Leagues, and as well as in the Under-23 World Cup. And that's where they met at least Samsonowicz in the past, as well as Adrian Bogucki from the Polish side. We got Mateo Kowe with number 1, Leopold Delaney with number 2, Maxime Galin, number 4, and number 3, Lorenzo Tiroir Samson. Coming in with the number 3, that is. So these young fellas also ran into Vienna earlier. 20-13 loss for them. And they're gonna, I'm sure they've done some talking, they've watched some video, and again, they know these Warsaw fellas, at least 2 of them, they know them very well. So it's gonna be interesting to see how they attack these guys. Vienna decided to attack Samsonovic on Warsaw, which I think is an interesting strategy. A lot of teams decide to attack Adrian Bogucki because he doesn't have the quickest feet. Now again, what do you need to look at Alex and Cecilia? They're calling this game. Great referee crew actually in this tournament. But again, look, I'm not trying to get down on Adrian the Giant here. He's actually one of the few big men that can hang in this game because he has some quicker feet than you think. But they are playing over defense with him, and he's drop coveraging it, and that's something you can attack. Now look at the star profile here for Zebo, 36 years old, 1 meter, 94 centimeters. One of the most explosive shot creators we've seen in a while. When he first stepped up to the scene as Michael Hicks' running partner. They got the camera on me, everybody. But he stepped onto the scene as Michael Hicks' running partner way back when. He's won some medals with him as well. And now he's 36. He's trying to lead the young fellas to some World Tour success. Y'all hit me up at VAZC50 on Instagram and let me know what you think about these teams. If you have anything to say, that'd be great. Also hit up our official account at FIBA 3x3. And also, just for fun, hit up the voice, man. He ain't here. We all miss him. At 3x3 the voice, Kyle Montgomery. Where you at, man? MIA.
Non, je crois qu'on s'est pas bien compris. Il y a des supporters de Marseille ou pas?
go. Delaney starts it off for Team Marseille. Again, the hometown heroes. Galin shoots from the outside, doesn't make it. Rebound, Bogucki. They're looking for the Giant early. He's attacking. But Tira Samson actually blocking that into a jump ball. I was talking about Zebo's medals. He's actually medaled twice. He's medaled in the 3x3 Europe Cup in 21 and in the 2019 FIBA 3x3 World Cup. Who could forget in Amsterdam when Michael Hicks hit one of the craziest shots in FIBA history, almost falling over. Spin move for the Giant. Score won't count. He got bumped. That'll be a foul. And they are looking for this man early. They're not looking for a specific matchup with him either, so he's subbing in and out whenever he wants to. Last game against Vienna, he was matched up with Philip Kramer, the Hammer. Not today, though. Bierwagen. Bierwagen to the basket. Euro steps. Flips it up. No, gets his rebound, but can't get it to go. Kowe comes away with it. Tira Samson tries to go at the basket, and it will be a foul on the floor. Again on Samsonovic. Because Samsonovic, he's the player that was attacked the last game. Looks like it might be the same way this game. Kowe to the hoop. Samsonovic to Zebo. Zebo, easy money. That's Zloty right there. Is that Polish money? Zloty? I don't know. I think they're in the Eurozone now, but it used to be something else. Anyway. Delaney. Tira Samson going at the Giant. Can't get it to go over top of him though. Galin tries to track down the rebound, but it will be Warsaw ball. All right, the Giant going at Galin. Turns, hook shots, no. Strong defense there by Galin, keeping the Giant away from the basket. Delaney behind the back pass to Galin. Great pass. Not rewarded though. Kowe with the rebound. Galin at the basket. Kowe! Actually, Galin. Excuse. Galin coming through with the spike there. But then also with the foul. Samsonovic just too quick for him. Look at that. Rebound Kowe. Like the pass. Galin attacking the Giant and getting that easy dunk. Now the French youth teams, and I'm telling you, these guys are no longer a youth team, right? Because they're now playing at this level. But the French youth teams have some insane athleticism. I have seen some guys that I can't even fathom. Like they try to jump over people, clear them, literally. So good luck, good to them on having a youth program and reaping the benefits out of that, because they have been doing work, especially out in Warsaw, where I've been plenty of times. A lot of Nations League stops are held there. A lot of French training camps are held there. The Big 12 is usually there as well. The staples of the 3x3 season. So France is really building something, as well as Poland, though. Again, both countries are trying to bring along youth. Now look, whichever one of these teams wins moves on, right? So there's no calculations needed in this one. Delaney with 2. Big shot by the young fellow. On the other side, Zebo can't get it to go down. Galen with the rebound. Kowe figures out a way to corral that Wilson. Galen, 2 points. Up but not down. Well, Galen got that one back, and then a foul was called. Bierwagen tried to take the charge there. Wasn't getting that. And because of the miss, you know, Galen got rewarded there for a free throw. But cannot get it to go. Samsonovic to Adrian the Giant. He's trying to move Thira Samson. Thira Samson is not a lacking defender now. That kid's strong. He does give up some height. Again, Adrian Bogucki standing at 2 meters and 15 centimeters. So that's even taller than I am. And then an offensive foul by the Giant. Galen taking the charge there. But Thira Samson, again, giving up some height. So he stands, let's see, at 1 meters 97 centimeters. But he gets the layup to go here. All right, Bierwagen on the attack. Flips it, Zebo, shot. Yes, Zebo lasering that one in. Kowe on the other end, 2 points, but no. A rebound to Samsonovic, who saves it from going out of bounds. Another opportunity for Zebo. Don't give him that. He might turn into Debo, being physical out there. All right, 7-8 here. Warsaw down 1 point. Warsaw at 6 fouls. Marseille at 4. Now let me remind you guys, the last game Warsaw played, it was a foul fest. I think they had about 13 fouls in that one. Good cut here by Kowe as we look back at some of the action from this game. And Galen here getting around the Giant for the easy punch. Now Maxime Galen, and you've seen him take some shots from the outside. He hasn't hit many yet. That man is a shooter, let me tell you. I've seen that man decide some games from the 2-point arc. Delaney behind the back. Galen, 2 points again. Up but not down. Samsonovic. Zebo to the Giant. Gets position there. And you have to stop that man. Adrian the Giant getting position on Delaney. And Leopold Delaney has to foul him, so that's going to be 1 free throw. And he gets that one to go down, so 8-8 tie here. Delaney quickly ends that, though, with a quick 2-point shot from the corner. Samsonovic gets fouled. So both teams at the bonus right now, 6 fouls each. And a 2-point lead for Team Marseille because of that 2-point shot there from Delaney from the corner. All right, Zebo with the ball. The pass had a little too much on it. This one too many coffees for breakfast. Galen, step back 2. Still no. Adrian the Giant smacked that ball so hard in the rebound and almost popped. Can't be doing that to the Wilson. That's abuse. Zebo, Zinger gets one to go down, 10-10. Kowe, floater. Well, it's a pretty shot. I like it. Bierwagen to Zebo. Zebo is trying to get a screen from the Giant. 1 foot step back from Zebo. All right, Samsonovic missing that 2-point shot. Galen not trying to challenge the Giant. Shot from the outside though, it doesn't go. Rebound, ball back to the Giant. We're going at Galen, and that's not working. I think that might be an offensive foul. Tira Samson to Galen. Galen hasn't been able to put one in just yet from the 2-point arc, but he's shooting with confidence though. Zebo. Foul was called. That's an offensive foul on the screen. Samsonovic. Just a little too much on that one. Samsonovic is going to sit down, looking a little frustrated. He ran into Kowe on that one. You can't be doing that. That's it's a lot of illegal contact. Galen with the Giant in front of him. Galen passing that out to Delaunay for 2. No, but a rebound for Kowe. Galen again. Now they're trying to attack the Giant. Shot from the corner. Galen, no. Rebound. Bierwagen gets that one loose, and that will be the 7th foul Marseille and that rebound. So that will be 2 free throws for Mateusz Bierwagen. Again, I've seen Galen hit many of these in the Nations League. He's just off today. Unfortunately for the young Marseille squad, so they need some shots to go down. Bierwagen will step up for 2 shots. That's the first one to go down. That's the second one to go down as well. So a 1-point lead for Warsaw. Quick shot from Delaunay. Nothing on that one. Zebo shifting it over to Samsonovic. Samsonovic giving it up. Zebo crossed up Kowe there. So Warsaw with the lead. 4 minutes to go. Both teams in the penalty. Tira Samson passing up Bierwagen. Kowe with the shot. No. Rebound Samson. Delaunay to Kowe. Kowe gets to line it up again. 2. No. Rebound. Tira Samson. So Marseille is fighting to stay in this one. The feisty French out here with the 1-point deficit. Bierwagen. That's a set 2-point shot. And then Bierwagen fouled Delaunay on the rebound. That's not a smart foul. That is not a smart foul. Well, they'll have some time to talk that over, though. It's the second TV timeout here. In the third to last game, actually, of the day. I think we'll see in the action after this, and then we're all set knowing who's going to play on tomorrow. Delaunay, look, he could shoot some 2-point shots now. The Giant saying, calm down, gives it up. Bierwagen and Zebo. Zebo with the laser. Oh, yeah. Zebo's out there finding the snipers. Galen, though. No. Zebo again. It's 19-16. Fight for the ball. Marseille comes up with it, but it's out of bounds. So Warsaw with the commanding lead here, 19-16. Timeout's called. Warsaw had 10 fouls, and Marseille had 8. A 3-point lead for the Polish here, on the back of some Zebo snipes. Look at this. It's got more lasers than, well, I don't know who knows ASML. It's a Dutch company. Probably nobody. It's all good though. Zebo out there hitting some strong shots. I'll say that. I've not seen a lot of shooters with less arc on their shot than Zebo. All right, check ball Warsaw. Adrian will get it. And Marseille's fighting for their chance to stay alive right now, so see what they can come up with. Adrian to Zebo. Down screen Zebo. They find Adrian. He's far out though, so he's gonna have to do something. 4 seconds on the shot clock. Adrian, step back. Well, that almost went in. But possession to Marseille though. Frustration shown here by Bierwagen, who doesn't think that's a good play, and I'd say I'd agree with him. Delaunay to Galen, another 2-point shot for Galen. Doesn't get it to go. He just can't find the bottom of the net today, and that is unfortunate because he is a good shooter. Let me tell you, Bierwagen. Oh my God, crossed up Delaunay badly, but he can't make the shot. Oh, another cross up. And Tiwa Samson, he drops him off. He says, Bierwagen, go have you a day. Left him in the dust. Hit him for 2 points. Tiwa Samson with the crazy play down the stretch here. Marseille's within 1. 19-18, it's Warsaw ball though. The referees might be looking at it if that's a 2 or a 1, but that is a 2. Yes, sir. So a fresh setup here for Warsaw. We have Bierwagen on the bench, and I'm sure they're looking to get Zebo a shot. Zebo against Delaunay, tries to find the giant. It's a kick ball though, so reset the shot clock. 1:47 on the clock, but I don't think we're going to need all that much time. Fresh play again for Warsaw. Samsonovic tries to attack. Nothing there though. Galen kept his hands up. Samsonovic went down. Try to get the foul there or get the layup, but he couldn't get it to go. So reset ball for Marseille. The young fellas from France, what can they do? Delaunay, screen for Tirard Samson. Samson with Bierwagen all over him. Another 2. Tirard Samson, 20-19 for Marseille. Warsaw with a shot here. Zebo in action. He's trying to attack Delaunay. Good defense, but Zebo with the step back, lasers it up. No, the giant. That's gonna be a shot clock violation though. The referees might have to check that one out because I'm not sure if that touched rim or not. Adrian says it did, but I couldn't see it. Crowd's woken up a little bit as well. These young Frenchmen are playing their hearts out. Referee Alex is going to check this out, see if that shot by Zebo touched the underside of the rim, and if Zebo should have gotten a chance to get that ball and put it back in. But if anything, it's called though, so he didn't score. It's going to be a fresh reset instead of an easy layup. Look, Zebo's created a little bit of space, steps back, throws it up. It might have touched rim. I'm not sure. I can't see from this angle. Oh, that touched rim. It looks like it. I don't know. Referees have to be 100% sure to do something with this. It's looking like it might have touched rim though, so that'll be Warsaw ball if it is. And let me remind everybody, whoever wins stays alive. for day 2. Whoever loses, they get to go and chill out at the hotel. Maybe be back here tomorrow as a spectator. Let's see what these referees come up with. This is a tough decision at the end of the game here. So they have to be 100% sure. Look at it again. Zebo snipes it up, and it's looking like it touched rim. I'm going to go ahead and say that it touched rim, and that's an easy bucket for the Giant there. That's taken away. Well, breaking the action, so I don't know what that does with you as a player. With all the excitement and hype at the end of the game there, especially with the people starting to throw in some crazy shots. There was some Son with 2 ridiculous 2-point shots. Just ridiculous. Come on, man. You can't be doing that in your first World Tour. So it will be Warsaw ball. It should have been a shot clock reset. Did touch rim. So Zebo with another shot at this. Zebo with the down screen for Beerwagen. Beerwagen the reset screen. Zebo another 2-point shot. No. Rebound eventually comes up with Delaunay. Delaunay towards the hoop. Trying to end this. No. Dirwart Samson gets the rebound. Deep 2 for him. Again, no. The young Frenchman taking some very quick shots here. He can take some more time there. Zebo finds the Giant, and the Giant makes a layup. So 2020, we will have a Maurice Lacroix buzzer beater either way. And Tiroir Samson is looking for Delaunay in the corner, can't find him, so turns the ball over. No timeout, so people have to step back on the court. 20-20 though, it's an exciting game. You can't foul because it's 10 fouls to 8, so you put somebody on the free throw line, that might be game. Zebo, off of the Giant screen of Adrian Bogucki, he finds the Giant puts it up, doesn't put it in though. And that is out of bounds. And it looks like the ball might go to Marseille. Referee's gonna have to check this one out as well. It's a challenge. Smart challenge there. If there was ever a time to use one, it is now. All right, so again, out of bounds challenge. It is ruled Marseille ball at first. So the referees have to be 100% sure to overturn this. Look, Adrian throws it up. Zebo kind of, yeah, it looks like Zebo might hit that. I don't know. Angles are different. Adrian, again, tossed it up, didn't get it in. And then, did Galen touch that? I am not sure. But again, I'm not a referee. And the referees have to be 100% sure. Challenge is lost. So that means it will be Marseille ball. It's interesting to see what are these young fellas going to do. You have to get a good shot here, and they've gotten some very fast, very rushed shots. Galen with the screen. Delaunay wants to fix things on his own. Floater, Delaunay, no. Gets his own rebound, though. Back cut, Tiroir Samson, and he ends the game. Tiroir Samson in front of the crowd here, who goes nuts. Last 5 points scored for the French team are his. And he brings Team Marseille to victory here in Marseille. Look at this, backdoor cut, surprises Beerwagen, finishes over Zebo for your Maurice Lacroix buzzer beater in this game. At first, Delaunay thought he had the floater, he didn't have it. And then the backdoor cut, Tiroir Samson with the buzzer beater, sending Team Warsaw home and keeping Marseille alive for day 2. Look at these young fellas. That means a lot to them. First World Tour, and they're making it out of the pool. What a crazy game. Shout out to their coach Sylvain, though. He's out there screaming with them. I like it. You know, you're not coaching. You know, he's on the sidelines, but he's helping these fellows a lot, bringing some stuff off the court to them. As we look back on what happened in this game, tight contest. Again, both teams needed to win to survive. We saw Kowe come in with that layup early. That backdoor cut from the French was working. Galen, now he couldn't hit a shot. He's tried a lot, trust me, but he couldn't hit one. But he did get this nice little dunk to go, attacking the giant. We got a couple of two-point shots to go down. And Tiroir Samson really took over this game down the stretch. I mean, he had a bunch of crazy twos. And then he got that layup. Zebo, though, he didn't want to lose. He's trying to keep his team afloat. Big rebound here again by Tiroir Samson. Again, here, dropped off Beer Wagon, hit the big two to keep them afloat at 19-16. And then the backdoor cut for your Maurice Lacroix buzzer beater. I think that's the third one of the day already. It's an exciting day out here in Marseille, ladies and gentlemen, in the Palais du Sports. We got 2 more games left after this one. First, we got Pool C action coming up, but look at these guys. They are hype. Hometown crowd, and they got that W. All right, so that's it for Pool B. Vienna comes out of Pool B with 2 wins in the first place, and then Marseille with 1 win coming out second. Well, Warsaw Lotto, unfortunately, is going to have to go home with no dubs and not moving on out of the pool phase. All right. So that was Pool C. Now we got Pool B. Now we got Pool C action. Dusseldorf, LFDY versus Team Haarlem.
Wearing number 4, Bastien Landgraf.
And here's the man that has it all for Dusseldorf, Bastien Landgraf. He's the motor that makes this machine run.
Number 5, Alan Boger.
Alan Boger. He's that shooter. Faked out somebody so hard in his first game that left his shoes on the court. Did lose that first game though, 21-13 to Team Antwerp. So again, both these teams need to win to move on to tomorrow. Rounding out the squad is Kevin Bryant and Niklas Krop.
Give it up for Dusseldorf, LFDY. And now, ladies and gentlemen, from the Netherlands,
and then we got Team Haarlem coming up.
Wearing number 3, Adrian Hutter van Tilburg.
So it's Adrian Wouter van Tilburg, aka Dan van Tilburg, coming in with number 3. Dylan van Eyck with number 1.
Number 2, Jacopo Bertotti.
And number 2, Jacopo Bertotti.
And number 4, Luc Sloan.
They have number 4, Luc Sloan. He's hobbling onto the court. I talked to the guys backstage a little bit. He's not going to play. He's going to be here, maybe sub in for a second, but his knee is not feeling too great. It's actually an injury that might last a little bit, so well wishes to him. I hope he recovers soon. So maybe Haarlem's out here playing with 3 players, right? It'll be interesting. So first game for Haarlem was against Antwerp. Again, 22-16 loss, but they played 6 minutes with just 3 guys. They actually did well. Don van Tilburg leading the way, I think, as far as scoring. They're going to have to figure out a way to get this team Dusseldorf on their back heels. They have to figure Van Eyck again. No warming up, as I said, for number 4 on Team Haarlem, Luc Slom. Wish him well. That knee, it might be injured, it might not be, but they're not going to do a lot with that. He's not going to play. He's just going to sit there. Now, it says Haarlem on their shirts, but trust me, it is Haarlem. Foul to start the game. After 1 second, a foul on Kevin Bryant. All right, Dylan Van Eyck. Handing it off to Jacopo Bertotti. Daan van Tilburg, step back 2. Gets it to go down. Daan van Tilburg with the smooth stroke. The gangly German, though, on the other end, tries to respond, can't get it to go down. And Dylan with the spike. Backward smash for Dylan. And out of bounds there for Niklas Kropp. So a lot of pressure from Haarlem early. 2-point shot by Van Tilburg, as well as a nice little backwards dunk by Van Eyck. Fakes him. Doesn't make him, though. Dylan with the steal. Bit of a difficult phase here. Everybody going for steals in this game. Kropp at the rim, and that's a foul on Van Eyck. First foul on Team Haarlem, but it will be Kropp on the free throw line. That gangly German is out there handling that rock pretty nice, though. He's out there shooting shots, passing passes, and looking like Newt Scamander. I don't know if y'all know who that is, but I do. All right, I digress, though. Back to it. All right, Bertotti with the hoop and the harmony. He actually manages, what a lot of players haven't managed, to break down that Sheldon basket. Only the front, though. Nothing wrong here. Just put that back. With the drive by Bertotti, lands him with a score, a foul, and Bryant actually is the one to be hitting that backcourt. We're going to have to fix that before we can continue. So we might have a little break here because the equipment malfunction. There's Vlad out there helping out, trying to fix that basket. Love it. at BAZZ50. Let me know what you think. If you got something to say about these games, and please do. Then hit up the official FIBA account at FIBA 3x3 or make a post and use a hashtag. So the last thing you could do is check out the awesome gear we have. FIBA3x3.com/shop. Love the gear that we have. You guys go check that out. Bertotti back in action. Misses the free throw. Kevin Bryant flips it to Krop. Krop to Basti Landgraf. Landgraf to the hoop. Gets one to go. Dylan tries to give it up to Daan van Tilburg. This break is good for Team Haarlem because, again, they're playing with 3 people. They have an injured player on the bench, so they do have to sustain some of that wind. Dylan flips one up, gets one to go down. 2-point shot for Dylan van Eyck, who now has to guard Basti Landgraf, who hits him with a series of fakes. My goodness. That's a serious catfish right there. Daan van Tilburg underneath. Spins, doesn't win. Landgraf again. Gets that one back. Krop, no. Dylan gets fouled. Kevin Bryant, that's the 3rd foul on Team Dusseldorf. And he is sucking for wind right now. Playing with 3 people ain't no joke, let me tell you that. Dylan looking for a handoff. Dribbling in between his legs. Getting stuck. 3 seconds on the shot clock. Bertotti has to throw one up there. Doesn't go. Bryant in the paint. Runs it to Van Tilburg. Van Tilburg's getting called for that foul. That's one, was to be 1 free throw for Kevin Bryant. And we're at our first TV timeout here in Marseille, with a slight lead for Team Haarlem right now, or Haarlem, whatever you want to call them based on their jerseys. Look at Bertotti driving, getting that harm, and then Kevin Bryant just destroying the backboard there. Also butt bumping the camera. He was out there trying to hurt somebody or something. Tilburg. Van Tilburg to the basket, attacking Krop. Gets at the goal with the and 1-2. Bump and a bucket for Daan van Tilburg, who's showing out in his first World Tour Masters here. Look at the Euro. With the nice finish. And to the free throw line. That's the 5th foul on Dusseldorf as well. And a 4-point lead here for Haarlem almost halfway through this game. No makes on the free throw there though. Krop. Pick and roll pass. Basti Landgraf gives it back, but it will go out of bounds. Dusseldorf seems like they're a little bit unfocused right now. Alan Boger to the hoop. Dylan van Eyck, 2. Doesn't go down. Daan van Tilburg though gets his hands on a rebound. And it will stay Haarlem ball. Now these guys, at least one of these guys, knows what it is to play with 3 players. Last year's Nations League, Jacopo Bertotti played with 3 players for an entire stock. That means 3 tournaments played with him. That's a lot of games. Dylan, Euro steps, gets to go down. This man has got some crazy skills, ladies and gentlemen. Has to contend with Basti Landgraf. Kevin Bryant has to throw it up. No, Dylan got his hands on it. Ball back to Daan van Tilburg, attacking. Daan, yes. Another and 1 for Daan van Tilburg. And Team Haarlem is fired up. Look at this. Kevin Bryant tries to foul him on the floor. Van Tilburg just finishes his shot. And screaming out there. He's showing out, man. I'm telling you, this kid's a scorer. Very gifted. 7 to 12. Haarlem looking like they might be upsetting Team Dusseldorf here. Playing with only 3 players. Daan van Tilburg makes this free throw. So 13 to 7, a 6-point advantage for Team Haarlem now. Krop yoinks one up with that left hand of his. Doesn't get it to go though. So Van Tilburg trying to attack again. Can't find any space. Bertotti to the hoop. He does find some space. 14 to 7 Haarlem. Krop gets blocked by Dylan van Eyck. He punches that like Floyd Mayweather. Look at Dylan with the spike there. That's a great block. That's length against length. Boger gets free for a layup. 14 to 8. 4 minutes, 17 seconds to go. Daan van Tilburg underneath against Krop. Fakes him. Doesn't make the shot. Tries to get the rebound, but that will be Dusseldorf ball. And this is that stage of the game where you might start getting tired. It's 4 minutes, 9 seconds, so we're close to the second TV timeout. The 6-point advantage here for Haarlem. Again, the young upstart team. Boger, though, is finding his way towards the basket at will right now. He's just going at Daan van Tilburg. Bertotti finds Dylan van Eyck, asking for the screen. Dylan needs to get something going here. Doesn't get it to go. Van Tilburg puts it up. No, but Dylan finishes that one. 15 to 9. Bertotti with the steal. He's trying to find Daan van Tilburg. Back to Bertotti. Kick out. Daan van Tilburg. 2-point shot. That's a great shot. 17 to 9. These young fellas for Haarlem, we got to give it up to them. I like them already, but we're playing with just 3 and up 17 to 9 against this Dusseldorf team that, again, they've recently, played very well. Look at this. Daan van Tilburg just straight up showing out in his first World Tour. All right, home stretch here for Pool C action as Dusseldorf LFDY is looking at a 8-point deficit against this young Haarlem squad. Haarlem's looking gas right now, which is logical. I mean, they are playing with only 3 players. Look at this from Tilburg. Puts it back up. No, but Dylan with the rebound. All right, Dusseldorf ball. Basti Landgraf off of the crop screen. Basti got to the hoop. 17-10, 3:23 left to go. From Tilburg left open for two. Can't get that one to go though. Rebound Dusseldorf. Kevin Bryant chased it down. Landgraf again. Trying to find Krupp there on the cut. Kickball violation. Reset of the shot clock. Ball back to Dusseldorf. Check ball. Ellen Boger. Landgraf finds Bryant in the paint. Gets it smacked though. Boger open for two. Haarlem too tired to play defense right now. Down from Tilburg. Big rebound. Backdoor cut Bertotti, but no. Kevin Bryant's got his mitts on that. Bertotti attacking Bryant. Going to the hoop, but scoops that one over top of the backboard. He's looking like he had a backdoor cut, but he couldn't get that one to go down. Still a 7-point lead for the young team Haarlem here. 2:45 left to go. Krupp. Floater, no. Rebound, Krupp again. Bryant in the paint. Looks like he might be stuck. Boger out in the middle of nowhere, but he's getting that one to go. Look, what a crazy two-point shot. Technical foul though. Dylan took too long on that. He's going to get called for the technical, so there'll be one free throw, Dusseldorf. And again, Team Haarlem right now sucking for wins, so tired. Boger doesn't take advantage though. So still, Dusseldorf looking at a 5-point deficit. Close to the bonus also. Team Haarlem ball. Dylan finds from Tilburg, but there's a hand in there. Krupp, he's too long. Krupp attacking. Easy layup, Niklas Krupp. Jacopo going towards the hoop. Gets the scoop, gets it to go. 18-13, we're at the 2-minute mark. Basti slips. Krupp again, off of the screen. Foul on the screen by Bertotti. 5th foul on Haarlem. Basti off the screen. That's an easy layup. Misses that one though. Blows the crib. Dylan over to Don. Don van Tilburg going at Basti Landgraf. Doesn't get the layup though. Rebound. Bertotti milking the clock. Back to Don van Tilburg. Bertotti deep 2. Rebound Dylan. Don van Tilburg. They got that one to go down. 19-13. So game point here for the Haarlem squad. And a foul on a 2-point shot by Dylan van Eyck. So that will put Kevin Bryant on the line for 2 shots. He's going to try to bring Dusseldorf back in this game. Again, a 6-point deficit, but it is 3x3, so you never know what might happen. Bryant gets the first one. Friendly rim, a lot of bounce, but it goes down. Second one, also good. So 19-15 here. 1:23 left to go. Bertotti, Don van Tilburg gets that layup. 20-15, game point, Team Haarlem. Dusseldorf, Krupp, trying to launch one, doesn't get it. Boger again, try to launch. Nope, he's not trying to launch one. He's getting it back to Krupp. Krupp gets it to go though. That's 17-20. Ball back to Van Tilburg. Screen with Bertotti. Van Tilburg doesn't get it to go, but a foul on Kevin Bryant. So that will be 2 free throws for Don van Tilburg, who has a chance to put Dusseldorf out of the tournament. 2 shots for game here for Don van Tilburg, who is just done. He is gassed. He can't even stand up anymore. He just fell down. He has a chance to end this game, though, and it would be special if he did. Again, playing with 3 players in your first World Tour, having to beat a team that just placed first and third in their last 2 challengers. Daan van Tilburg on the stripe. Can he make it happen? He doesn't get the first one to go, so he has a second shot at it. And again, these guys must be dead tired. Van Tilburg with a shot at the game. Gets it to go, and it's 21-17 Haarlem, who managed to move on in this day of play here, playing with only 3 people. Injured Luc Slond on the bench, and Daan van Tilburg really showing out here. What an insane game by him. He just put the team on his back and carried them to victory, getting that free throw to go to win the game. What a game by these young fellas. Dusseldorf, they'll go home disappointed, I know that. But my God, Team Haarlem, some action for them. Just crazy. Think about it, playing with 3 people in your first World Tour. And then bringing it home like that. Look at the emotions. They can barely speak.
1, 2, 3.
All right, let's look back at what happened in this game. I'm still trying to recover. Basti faked Dylan out of his shoes on that one. Oh, Boger got 2 shots at a 2. You don't want to give him that. He got one to go down finally. But Dusseldorf, they were down pretty much the entire game. Tied it up here at 6-6. That was a smart foul, I'll say. A smart foul there by Dylan van Eyck. Then Bertotti tossed in a 2 all the way from Rome. And again, Bertotti, well, same shot. We'll look at that again. But this is the guy that did it all. Daan van Tilburg, first World Tour, and just really showed out. Boger, he got a layup. And Dusseldorf, they made it a close game. They were down big. Van Tilburg just went at the rim at will. Got shots to go down, got layups to go, got and ones. Couldn't be stopped in this game. Wins the game from the free throw stripe, 21-17. Haarlem moving on today to day 2 out of Pool C.
The last game of the day 1, ladies and gentlemen.
And we're here. Oh, look at this. Antwerp 2-0. Haarlem 1-1. Moving on as well. Dusseldorf going home, unfortunately. But we're at the last game of the day, ladies and gentlemen. We are at the last game of the day. Pool D action. We already know who's moving on from Pool D. That's Team Amsterdam. But these teams have to battle it out to see who's going to come in second and move on as well. As Paris, they lost to Amsterdam in a heartbreaker. 2 Maurice Lacroix buzzer beaters. Not just 1, but 2 in 1 game. Actually, never mind. That was Plunge. Paris did lose to Team Amsterdam in a heartbreaker, though. It was a 19-17 win for the Amsterdam squad. So Paris is out here with Alexandre Aigalenk, Vincent Fauché, Alex Villare, and Frank Zegela. Actually, Villare is not out. His ankle might be done. He hurt his ankle in game 1, so 3 guys for the Parisians as well. We've just seen that you can win a game with 3, but it is difficult, let me tell you. And then Team Plunge, number 4, Rolandos Jakstas. Now these guys lost in a heartbreaker to Amsterdam badly. They took Amsterdam 2 Maurice Lacroix buzzer beaters to get these Lithuanian guys to go away. They played a very well-played game, but now they're going to have to beat Team Paris to stay alive. Ovidius Kaminski is going to have something to do with that, as well as Davidas Rasis with number 2, and lastly with number 1, Ignas Razoutis. All right, the Lithuanian foursome looking to move on after day one in their World Tour debut this year. Again, some of these guys have been on the World Tour under another name, another team. Razukis and Razis have played for Udena in 2021. We'll get underway here pretty soon for the last game of the day out here in Marseille. Won't be done after that, though. There'll be some women's series games for you guys that like to watch 3x3. Do tune into that. We'll start right after we're done here. All right, Frank Seguela, 26, 2 meters, and all the skills in the world. He's going to look to try to put this team Paris on his back, even though they're playing with 3 guys. Look at Davidas Rasis for Plunge, 25, 180s, 97. He's got a slingshot on his arm. He's trying to hit those 2-point shots from everywhere. And again, this team Plunge, to me, one of the unknowns, but they really put a scare into Amsterdam. They almost managed to beat them. They were up all game, but Worthy de Jong brought his squad back, and Hype Worthy delivered on 2 Maurice Lacroix buzzer beaters within 30 seconds. Make sure that Team Amsterdam got that W. And now Plunge is looking at a win or go home situation against this Team Paris. We got 10 minutes. We got 21 points. It's a sprint, ladies and gentlemen. We're almost done with our full day of sprints. Last game out here. You don't want to foul nobody that's shooting 2 shots. He figured that out himself earlier. Seguela got a back on that one. All right, Seguela misses the first. Frank Seguela, center of his French push toward Paris 2024. Was also on the national team, obviously. second one to go down. Yuxtis underneath. Yes, gets that one to go. So Seguela, he got a bronze medal from last year's FIBA 3x3 World Cup. So he's 4-4 in World Tour games, so he doesn't. I don't think he minds, but you know, actually he's 5-4 or 4-5. Excuse me. After that L they took against Amsterdam earlier. Aigalink. Fauché. Flips it back. Seguela drives. Gets tripped up. Doesn't make the layup, but it will be the 4th foul on Team Plunge. Seguela. He's another one at the free throw stripe. We don't see him do that very often. Fauché. Easy one. Yuxtis. Oh, easy layup there. Kaminsky's got to the rack. A lot of defense on the French side right now. Aigalink drops him off with the. Yuxtis, strong move. Oh my, falling away. That was a tough shot. Right hand over his right shoulder. That's for you guys that are versed in post play. It's a tough one. All right, back to it though. Fauché using that speed. Paris is back in this game. Seguela misses one. Yuxtis with the rebound. Zukis. Oh, another easy layup. Kaminsky keeps getting to the rim. This is a high-tempo game, so it's not in Paris's favor. Even though I know they like to play a movement-style game, but that's a trap. Yeah, I know Paris likes to play a movement-style game, but if you move too much with only 3 players, you might get tired. You know what helps with that? A timeout. So this is the first TD timeout. It's going to help him out. Plunge is putting the pressure on the rim, trying to attack this Paris team and force them into fouls. Only 2 fouls so far, though, but a lot of easy buckets underneath for Plunge. Especially by that man. Kaminsky is just getting to the rack pretty much at will. Seguela gets manhandled a little bit out there. Underneath that basket. All right, Seguela to strike. Gets it to go. Doesn't leave this one on the board. 9-7 here. With 6:20 left in the game. Yuxtis for 2. Uh-oh. I'm about to say, save that energy. Seguela with the split. go. Oh, that's a whole series of moves. We forgot to put that ball in. Fauché with the rebound. Back to Seguela. Seguela, step back. No, gets his own board though. Aigaleng. Drops it off, Seguela. Whoa, not conserving energy in that one. It's an easy dunk, but it's a dunk nonetheless. Nice team play by the French, who tied a score at 9. They forget to play defense on passes though. That's a shooter, ladies and gentlemen. So you have to put a hand up. Everybody fighting underneath for that ball. Aigaleng comes up with it. I don't know what kind of shot that was. Look, man, some of these teams are out here trying to play horse. He jumped backwards, put the ball behind his head, and threw it up. That's all right. I'll play a game of horse. I'm down. I don't mind that. If you ask people at the office, I might actually win a couple games of horse there. I don't know. Not the FIBA office, though. I've only been on. Get me out there, FIBA. I like it. No, I'm talking about the 3x3 Unites office. I get in Amsterdam. We got a small little gym. We play some horse every now and then. All right, Plunge back in action. Lassies. No. Rebound though. Again. No. And Seguela will come away with it. Aigaleng. Difficult shot again. Doesn't make it this time. Another shot by Seguela, and it looks like the French might be getting a little tired here. Not as much defense anymore. Doesn't matter though. Rossis can't make this. Fauché will give it back to Aigaleng. And that is an offensive foul. Fauché pushed off on the screen there. So the 5th foul on pairs. Plunge back at it. No, steal. Aigaleng. He still got some energy left. Seguela backdoor cut. Fauché, easy lay. I like your cut. Nobody coming with that G yet. We got to respect Kyle for that one. Razutis. Easy money. So Plunge up 1 point. We're at the second TV timeout right now. 3:49 left in the last game of the day. Who's going to decide who out of Pool B is going to move on to the next day? What do you guys think? I don't know. I can't choose. Both these teams are out there, well, fighting, at least. Back at it. Seguela blocked that basketball. One started, went out of Seguela, and it looks like the referee, Cecilia Todd, said, no, it went out on you, Mr. Ovidius Kaminskis. Aigaleng to Fauché. Fauché out to Seguela. 2 points, Seguela, no. Rebound, Yaxtis. Razutis finds Rassis. Rassis can't put it in though. Yaxtis with the board. A lot of contact, no call though. Fauché. Oh yeah, Fauché with the lay. And the steal afterwards as well. Fauché's got some energy and, well, Seguela still got some energy left as well. Another baby dunk, but it counts. Yaxtis gets Plunge back at 13-13. Fauché finds Seguela. Seguela doesn't want to take the shot. Aigaleng says, I'll take it. And I'll make it. Aigaleng. Paris with 3 guys, up 15-13. And then on the other end, Yoxtas bringing Plunge back within 1. Again, Aigaleng doesn't get this one to go. A lot of ball movement for the Lithuanians. Yoxtas ends up with it. 2-point shot for Yoxtas, but no. I would have stayed down, I'll tell you that. I don't know.
On position, Paris.
Fauché off of the screen. That's an offensive foul, though. Seguela just ran into the Lithuanian players. They'll be doing that. All right, Rossi's off the screen. Going at the hoop, righty scoop, gets it to go. Plunge up 2 points here. And again, whoever wins, they stay in the tournament. Loser goes home. 18-16 Plunge. Fauché misses the lay. Kaminskis gets it to go. 3-point lead for Plunge, and Paris looks like it might be running out of gas a little bit. Aigaleng weaves his way to the basket. Kaminskis again. Post up, kick out, no, steal. Aigaleng still has something left in the tank. 2-point deficit here for Paris. They've already lost the game by 2 points. Aigaleng, he has 3 seconds on the shot clock, gets the layup. 20 seconds left on the clock here. Plunge, can they end it? They go back to Kaminskis in the post. The steal though. Seguela. They give it up. Aigalenk. Seguela underneath the basket. Doesn't get the lay, and now Paris is running out of time, so they have to foul. And they put Razoutis on the free throw line, and Seguela can't believe it. He feels like he might have gotten fouled on that layup, I think. Paris looking at a 1-point deficit and 2 free throws that could put Plunge over the edge here with 4.8 seconds left. Razoutis has got the game in his hands. If he makes both, it's game. If he makes one, Paris still gets a shot. Razoutis breaks the first one. There is a chance. Razoutis at the line again. Can he make the second one? He makes the second, so a 2-point deficit, 4.8 seconds. Seguela gets to the corner, gets a shot up. Seguela misses the 2, so Plunge take the victory here, 20-18. And they eliminate Team Paris from competition here. Valiant effort by the French, who played with only 3 players after an injury in the first game to Alex Villare, who I'm sure is bummed out right now about the fact that he can't play. But Team Paris, in their home country with the early exit here, again a valiant effort, came up short against Amsterdam 19-17, and now another 2-point defeat at the hands of Lithuanian Plunge. Let's look back at the action from this game. A lot of action going at the hoop as Kaminskis was really putting the pressure on the French. Seguela also putting some pressure on the hoop though. Hard layup here. We got a little baby dunk later on, 2 actually. I like the fight that the French showed. Fauché to Seguela. That's that baby dunk I was talking about. We'll count that as a dunk for sure. And then Aigale came up big with that 2-point shot there. All right, Team Plunge there, grabbing that board to get the W, 20-18 over Team Paris. And we'll see Plunge again tomorrow. Feisty Lithuanian squad, making it difficult on teams. Again, they're close to beating Team Amsterdam, and now they have beaten Team Paris to move on through out of Pool D. As we can see here, these are the pool phase results for today. Ooh, with the loss to Team Jeddah, nobody expected. And Amsterdam just beating out Plunge in that first phase. You see Antwerp with 2 wins, Amsterdam with 2 wins. Fribourg got a win but didn't move on, unfortunately. And then Team Marseille moving on from Warsaw, and Team Haarlem moving on against Dusseldorf. That was interesting. Just look at this. Pool A, Jeddah going on first. Then Pool B, Vienna first, Marseille second, Warsaw out of contention. C, Antwerp top desk, and Haarlem with 3 players. And then Pool D, Amsterdam High Pro, as well as Plunge. What a day of games it had been. This is going to be the sheet for tomorrow for the finals day. Jeddah is going to face Haarlem. Amsterdam is going to face the young Marseille team. And then Vienna will be facing the Lithuanians from Plunge. All right, we will see you tomorrow. Coming up on day 2, look at the times. This is where we'll be, right here in the Palais du Sports in Marseille on the Côte d'Azur. I will say goodbye to you for today. I was Boz Rosendahl, a.k.a. The Mountain, by myself for the first time doing a world tour. Thank you for sticking with me, and I will see you guys tomorrow for the finals day here at the World Tour Marseille.